Hey, I'm Sophia.
And I'm Anna, and we're so excited to welcome you to Mindful Corner. So, why are you so passionate about mental health awareness?
I'm really passionate just because I've dealt with mental health issues myself, and I think it's important for college students to know that they're not alone. I think that's something I struggled with. I'm a first year student at Florida State, and one thing I really struggle with sometimes is change and going through change alone. So when I got to Florida State, I obviously this is a big period of change, but already coming in with issues with anxiety and with OCD, it was really hard getting used to things and also feeling like I was just mentally down. I had a lot of waves of just depression. I would have panic attacks, and I just felt so isolated during this time. And I felt like I knew that there was support for me on campus, but for some reason I just felt like the only one that needed it, I guess. And with this podcast, I just want people to know that you are not alone, that there are resources out there for you, and it's okay to get help. And I'm so grateful that I did. I'm so grateful that I found friends like Anna and that I found people that have similar passions to me, care about mental health issues, because it's something that we talk about it in the world, but at the same time, it's not recognized as something that people truly deal with. Like, I still go around and people still put up this facade almost that they are living these perfect lives, especially with social media now. It seems like,
Definitely.
yeah, it's crazy.
Even having a mental health problem is almost glamorized.
Right.
Oh, I'm living this OCD life and my room's neat and everything's perfect still, but it's
right. And
no, that's not how it is.
Exactly. There's so many misconceptions in the media about mental health and about especially anxiety disorders like OCD. That's one of the most misunderstood ones, I'd say, in the media, and I definitely would want to delve more into that in a future episode. But coming into college, I dealt with OCD in a different way than the media portrayed it. So going into a new place, a new environment, it was really scary because having that, dealing with my own sort of OCD was scary. I didn't want people to know who I truly was. Um, but I'm so glad that I found resources on campus. I found just therapy on campus, which I totally recommend. Therapy is great. A lot of people don't believe in it, which that's okay if you don't. But I personally, I recommend. It's
no,
good.
Therapy is
I think talking about your problems with someone is so important, especially with a professional who knows how to deal with it accordingly. I think mental health, it's just like any other health condition. You go to the doctor when you're sick. You go get medicine when you need it, and I don't think we should shun away resources, especially on college campuses, because students are going through so much change. There's so much going on for them, especially first years. They're trying to figure out their major, they're trying to figure out what they want to do with their lives, and they're trying to make friends and figure out how to live alone. That was my main thing. You're good.
We're not perfect here, guys.
Yeah, no, we're trying to figure out how to live alone. That was the crazy thing for me. I was so dependent on my parents, so I had a lot of anxiety about that. And that's something else we could delve into. But to not, keep yapping, I'm gonna switch it over to Anna, and she can talk a little bit.
Good. Yeah, I definitely relate to a lot of what you said about change and feeling isolated in your own kind of world. You hear these statistics that half the population has anxiety, half the population has depression, but you get to college, you get to a place, and you really do feel like you're the only one that's dealing with your own problems. Or other people have depression, but no one has depression like you, and no one has anxiety like you, no one has OCD like you. And I still believe that, even though it is a common thing and we are not alone. No one is alone. We have so many resources on campus and communities to build off of, but truly no one has anxiety like you, no one has depression like you. So coming to a place where you don't really know that many people, you don't really have a community, it honestly is, it's very scary. Like you said, it's scary. Very it kind of opens up more issues. At least for me, I feel like I've had depression and anxiety my whole life. But I was comfortable in my environment at home with my parents in my house, and my routine, it was the same. So my anxiety, the part of my brain that didn't like the differences, the changes, was okay with that, and I felt okay with the amount of anxiety I had because I was comfortable. But then once I came here, I was I'm not as comfortable anymore. So the anxiety kind of took a took a turn, and it took a, it ramped up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was still manageable, but it was harder.
Mm-hmm.
And I was nervous to go to therapy, like you said, because there is stigma behind it.
Right.
And it took me a while, but what really made me go was when my anxiety turned into depression. And that happens to a lot of people, is when your anxiety becomes so overwhelming that you don't know what to do. You kind of just become tired all the time. Your motivation is less, type of thing. And I feel like when that happens, that's when I took the step and I was like, I need to go see a therapist. I need to talk to someone that's unbiased, that, is trained in the field. Because, you can talk to your parents, you can talk to like a boyfriend, girlfriend, you can talk to a friend, but they're never going to understand. And especially because they're also probably going through something too. Mm-hmm. So they can't really help you in a way that you think they can. Like, they can support you, they can, distract you. I like to think of it like distraction because, they can cheer you up on a sad day, but they can't give you enough, in my opinion, they can't give you enough insight into your own problems because they're not professionals. That's just true. They're not professionals. So, once that depression kind of like manifested and I realized I was spending a lot of time laying around and I wasn't really socializing as much as I used to, I was like, okay, this is why I need to go to therapy. Yeah. And that really changed my life.
Right.
Mostly.
Would you say you felt like a different person when like depression started coming in?
Yeah, I honestly lost myself completely.
Oh, I agree.
I didn't even recognize myself anymore.
Yeah, those periods really make you feel like just not yourself.
It's kind of like, people in the media talk about like your luteal phase, like right before your period when your face is bloated and you have acne.
Yes.
It honestly feels like that all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Crazy how much our mentally ill brains can distort a moment.
Yeah.
But then when we look back on it, we wish we savored it in a way.
Right. I agree. That happened to me. Yeah. I'm trying to think, like so many school dances, especially in high school. This is just like such like a common theme in high school, was just me taking all these pictures, looking at them and being like, wow, like I look so chopped. Like I don't like this. Like I don't even want to see these anymore. Yeah. And then I'll look on them like, or at least now when I'm reminiscing on high school and I'm like, what was she talking about? Like what?
She was crazy. Like, you look fine in this photo. Or like, even now, because my mental issues kind of made me binge eat a little bit, and I did gain a little bit of weight for real, and that's another thing I'm working on. But like looking back on photos where I thought I looked fat, and I'm not trying to say being fat is bad. That's not the message here. But there are social like standards that are put on us, and they're put on us by and for me they're put on by my family and
and we are our own worst critic, I think. And then when those social norms exist and when we like implement them, we input them into our brains, and it becomes dangerous.
It's very hard to unwire. Like,
it's even so hard to unwire.
And the craziest part too is like I will look at another girl who might even be bigger than me or the same size, and I don't even think anything. I think she's the most beautiful girl ever. I never look at another girl and think that she looks ugly or she looks fat. Like I that's just not how I think, because I really am an empathetic person, and I try to be very, supportive of everyone, but for some reason when it comes on to me, I can't extend that same courtesy. And that's something that a therapist can help you.
A therapist kind of helps you rewire your brain almost. Yeah.
It is genuinely rewiring your brain, and it takes work, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Oh, for sure.
That when you go to therapy, they're giving you the tools to help your life be better day to day. It's not necessarily a cure for your mental illness.
Oh, 100%.
And that was something I had to deal with.
Yeah.
Too. And like you're in the therapist's office, at least this is my experience with therapy. You're in the office and you're like, I'm going to do that. I think that sounds great for my anxiety.
Yeah, well, like journaling, 100%. I can't wait to journal every single night. Yeah, exactly.
So true. And then I have a situation happen to me that makes me anxious, and I get back in my shell again.
Right, I get into my shell. I get frozen. I feel numb when I'm anxious. Everyone deals with it differently. Some people have panic attacks, which I mean, fair share of those too. But like, I think
it's not the typical.
Yeah, but there's some, like, I guess atypical, is that word? The word? Yeah. Like, atypical ones, I'd say, like, for me, I freeze. I can't think, I can't move, I can't, like, do anything. People, like, talk to me and I look like a ghost. And it's happened a lot.
I tend to isolate too.
I tend to isolate.
I don't want to socialize.
Yeah, I don't want to be around people, and I just feel like, again, a meaner person. I don't feel like myself. And I don't like how anxiety makes me that way. So
exactly, me neither.
Right.
And that's another thing too, is like, when you have this mental illness, it's almost like you're working against yourself, you know? Because, like, I would describe you as a very nice, very bubbly, very social butterfly type person.
Right.
And you probably know that you can be capable of being that way, like, in your heart. Like, and at least for me too, like, I know that I'm able to start conversations with strangers.
Right.
And have small talk. But when I am anxious or depressed, it's like, almost like my brain doesn't allow that to happen, and it's like I'm fighting my own self. It's so hard. It's so annoying.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so funny. It's just like anxiety like differs on every situation. Like, we're both journalists. Like, we both work for the school news, and we have to go out and interview people. I mean, I don't really get scared anymore. I mean, it's like sometimes like I like dread it a little bit, like going out to get interviews sometimes. Sometimes it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but when I'm actually doing it, I like thoroughly enjoy it. And I just kind of wish I implemented that same mindset with everything in my life that I get anxious about. Right. It's like, why can't I just ball like that? Like,
I know, it's so weird. And I'm the same way, because you would think that someone who has anxiety would be terrified of going up to random people and asking for interviews, but for some reason in that field, for some, like, putting a different name to it, like, oh, this is for this thing, I have to finish this article.
Right, when it has purpose.
Right,
yes.
It has purpose, so I have to do it.
Right.
But, like, I feel like maybe we need to give everything purpose.
I agree.
Because, everything does have purpose. Like, socializing just on a day-to-day does have purpose in your life. Like, you never know who you're going to meet, you never know whatever, so if you kind of go through it being all, that's, like, the downside of being anxious and depressed, is, like, if you just go through life just kind of numb, you're not going to be open to those experiences. Like, I can't tell you the amount of, like, wonderful conversations I've had ever since, like, going to therapy and starting with mental health medication, like, that I've had just from sitting at Starbucks or sitting on the bus going to Disney. Like, I would never in a million years before have a conversation with someone like that, but now I do, and they're very fulfilling. And, like, that aspect of it is very important, I think. It's like getting back to human connection.
And on that note, I'd say sometimes it's the people you least expect dealing with things, which is why we also, sorry guys,
again, imperfections.
My mom. So anyways, I like lose my train of thought when things happen. Hold on, but she's like spamming me. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Do you wanna like?
No, it's good. I think it's funny. Okay. Yeah. But anyways.
We got this, guys.
But anyways, wait. Okay. I think. Let me make sure my mic's good too.
See? Okay.
Yeah.
Her mom's texting her. We can talk about having a support system.
Yeah.
That's also important, and that's talked about so much.
Right.
With therapy and the posts about mental health. Have
a
support system.
She is like spamming me right now.
No, you're so good. But like, it is important, and but like, again, those people can't cure you.
Yeah, no.
But they can lift you up.
Oh, right. I'm so blessed to have, like, wonderful parents that have cared for me, have helped me find amazing resources. I mean, they've paid for my therapy in the past. They've encouraged me to, like, not even just, like, go to this therapy, but get something out of it. That's something again, like, you were talking about this. Oh, my gosh. Someone, like, freaking... the wall just started shaking. I don't know what just happened. Yeah. Anyways.
Someone's being violent over here.
Yeah. So.
But, yeah. No, that's wonderful. And, like, I found, too, that dealing with depression and anxiety and all that kind of stuff, you kind of tend to feel like nobody in your life's going to care.
Oh, right.
And no one in your life's going to want to help you, but that couldn't be farther from the truth. And even if you don't have supportive parents or you don't feel like you have friends, there is someone that cares. You can send us a DM and I will care.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
email me
out, like, send the Mindful Corner podcast a DM and I will care about you, because everyone has a story, and everyone, like, if you don't feel like you have a support system, you do. Especially if you're on a college campus, there are so many people that want to help you. 100%. And there are so many resources out there. Like, and like, it seems cheesy, like,
Yeah.
But it's not. I promise you, it's not. And there are people that want to help you.
Yeah.
Even someone, like, if a stranger came up to me and said, I'm so depressed, I don't know what to do, I would help them.
Exactly.
Because I am an empathetic person and I care about them. So, like, if you're out there and you feel like you don't have a support system, I promise you there's more people who support you than you think.
100%, yeah.
You're out there and, like, if you feel isolated, I promise you, like, there's help. There are people that want to help. We want to help.
Right.
The school wants to help.
And that's why we started this podcast, because we had these mindsets before. This is the way I thought before. I thought that I was alone. I had no one to talk to, no one to understand me. That was one big thing. I really didn't think that. I thought what I was going through was so just like weird. I felt like such an outcast.
Me too. I was like, no one understands me.
Yeah, I know. Which it's like, I know it's so cheesy when I like look back. That way. But that's how a lot of people feel, and like that's how I don't. That's what we want to talk about on this podcast, and we want to give you guys resources. We want you guys to hear our perspectives, but just implement the things we say into your lives. Hopefully, I don't know.
Yeah, and even if you just get one thing from this episode, just like know that there are resources out there.
Yeah, you're not alone.
We care about you. Yeah, you're not alone. We care about you. People care about you, and your perspective is never like bad, and it's always willing to be shared. Like I said before, like no one has depression like you do. No one has OCD like you do. No one has anxiety like you do. So we thought maybe by sharing our point of views on it, we could reach out and be like listen to us. Like it took it. I don't know how for you, but it took me time to go to therapy because I was embarrassed. And if I had if I had therapy that day and I had to go somewhere, I would tell people I had a doctor's appointment. Yeah, because I was nervous to tell people I was going to therapy because it makes you seem like you're crazy or that you have something wrong with you. But really, it's not, because think about it. Like the world is so crazy. Like there are so many things wrong with the world right now. There's conflict. There's like, there's
a lot of things going on.
There's so much stuff going on. And it can really feel hopeless for people. And it shouldn't be taboo to want to just talk to somebody who knows the way that humans think.
Right. Now we're going to segue into just a fun little segment because we've kind of had a lot of deep talk and we just kind of want to do something a little bit fun and refreshing.
Yeah, lighten it up a little.
Yeah, so we're going to do hot takes.
Hot takes. Would you like to start? Because I need to brainstorm.
Yeah, no, I don't have that many. Okay. I guess my first hot take is that I don't know if I've told you this, so don't hate me, but I think Wingstop is really overrated.
I agree.
Oh, you do?
I agree.
Okay. I think it's so overrated.
I think it's so overrated.
It gives me a stomachache every time.
The only thing that's good about Wingstop is the ranch. The fries, the lemon pepper seasoning is too sweet. It tastes like lemon. Don't come for me.
I know. Please don't come for us.
It's true.
Same thing.
Buffalo Wild Wings has the best wings.
Okay, wait.
In my opinion, but
I just don't even eat wings like that. I don't know why. Okay. I'm not really a big wings person. Yeah. I'm trying to think, and then I also think Cane's is overrated.
I do too.
Okay. I'm glad we're on the same page, guys. We don't hate everything. It's the sauce. I don't like the sauce. Okay. It's I expected way more from it, and then I tried it, and I was like,
Okay, if we're gonna talk about food, I have a lot of opinions about food.
Yeah. No, I know.
Don't call me a fatty, but
yeah, no.
In terms of chicken places, I think Zaxby's has the best flavored chicken. Cane's is so bland. Cane's, the only thing that's good about Cane's is the sauce. And I think actually a lot of people agree with that. The sauce is good, the bread is good.
I like the bread, but I just like bread.
They taste
like
nothing.
Taste like nothing.
Have salt on them.
Yeah.
So Zaxby's is where it's at. Don't sleep on Zaxby's. And Chick-fil-A obviously, but
I like Chick-fil-A. I like PDQ.
PDQ's
it's okay. Yeah, I like it.
The chicken kind of scares me because I kind of have a weird phobia of chicken, where if it's too juicy, I feel like it's raw, and then I get scared that it's gonna give me food poisoning. Maybe that's my hot take, is that chicken is scary.
Oh my gosh!
When I cook raw chicken, I have to cut out all the scary parts, and I have to put all the. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
That is it's so bad, and I literally wash my hands 57 times. And
when cooking, no, I wash my hands so much. Well, in general I do, but when cooking, it's it's.
I get so
when
scared.
I'm cooking with eggs too, I all the time. Yeah, it's
any salmonella.
Yeah, 100%
is
freaks me out.
Raw meat in general, red meat's less because pretty much if like the outside's cooked, it's
Mm-hmm.
relatively safe.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, this is I'll give you another hot take about food. I don't like when burgers have pink in the middle, like ground beef.
Yeah, I don't have a preference, but I honestly think you're right. Like I kind of prefer when it's like
ground beef. To me is scary because it's like a bunch of different cows and they're all put together. And when it's pink in the middle, that can be like, I just feel like there's bacteria in there. It's just scary. And it's probably not. Like, if you like a medium rare burger, like, I'm not judging you, but personally, I like a medium well burger. But steak, I like a medium rare. Mm-hmm. But a burger, like, it has to be like, I like it. I'm not saying I want it to be dry. Mm-hmm. I don't want it to be pink. Pink. It just kind of freaks me out. Like, a little in the middle, maybe. Like, I'm not like that picky. Yeah. But when it, like, you know when you bite it and it kind of like is like tough, like I just can't. So maybe I just have a weird texture thing about food.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. So I don't know. I would say the same. I'm trying to think of like another hot take so I can continue. Maybe I don't know. All of them that are related to food. It's like really bad. All of mine are related to food, and I need to think of something else. Hold up.
I know.
I'm trying to think of maybe like FSU ones. Like
okay.
But then again, it just all trickles back to food.
My hot take. Well, this is not really a hot take. I feel like a lot of FSU students will agree with me. I think it's ridiculous that people hate on Tallahassee, but then they all want to come crawling here for Halloween week, and I'm like, oh, you like Tallahassee now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Typical.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny. Like, I keep, like, when the Miami game happened, and everyone from Miami came here, and they were, like, hating on it. I saw TikToks, and they were hating on Tallahassee. Like, it's so gross, and it's, like, messy, dirty, whatever, but, like, I think there's not used to a college town, and it's more, Tallahassee is very much a college town.
Oh, 100%,
like, the life is, like, on the campus, and around it's a little less, like, bougie, but it's not hard.
It's just, like, every city's like that. I mean, we're from Tampa. Tampa has its, like, Tampa has bougie areas. Tampa has less bougie areas. I mean, like, that's just how every city is, like, but yeah, I don't.
But you're
I don't understand.
Halloween,
I don't understand the hate either. I love it here so much. Like, I love the weather. It feels like I'm out of state and I still get Bright Futures, which I tell everyone. It's like it's so nice. It's like I still get tuition covered, and it feels like I'm not in Florida.
I feel like I'm in Georgia.
Yeah, I know, because I wanted to go out of state for college, but I cannot justify paying like
it's so expensive.
Yeah, I cannot justify that. Maybe later in life we'll go up north. Yeah, grad school maybe.
And that'll be we'll talk about that in an episode of like career choices.
Oh, 100%. Because I'm still
grad school, because that can also bring up a lot of mental health problems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a crisis like just this Wednesday. I was like debating changing my major, and it's like I've done that like 3 times already. So
when I was my first year so I did the Pathways program. So my fall semester I was at Tallahassee State College, and I would freak out because I was like, so if you guys don't know, FSU doesn't have a academic journalism program. So I was trying to curate the best journalism program for myself based on what classes FSU offers, because we have a student newspaper. There's a bunch of different publications you can write for. And there's a journalism club. So I was like, okay, like, how do I do this? And I would map out all my classes, and this is the anxiety brain a little bit too. I would map out all my classes, and I'd be like, this is what I need to do. And then I take a step back and I realized, wow, like, I'm not even there yet. Like,
right. Oh my gosh,
like,
yes.
You're not even like yes.
I'm mapping out all the way to graduation, and it's like it's so far. Like, I don't need to do that.
Some people aren't even going to class. Some people get C's and go on, and like C's get degrees. You know that saying. But for some reason, I put this immense pressure on myself. Immense pressure on myself to have this perfect life.
Yeah.
And I talked about this with my therapist, actually, which could be an interesting topic. Like, I feel like I create this, like, version of myself that I need to present to other people, but I don't even have a person in mind. It's like an imaginary audience. I feel like I need to present myself to, like, I need to do this because it'll make me look good to this audience. But there's no audience.
Yes.
Who is the audience? It's yourself.
Who knows? It is myself. It's my own brain telling me that I have to be perfect. I think for me, my anxiety, I mean, I don't know if you relate, but it's like it all stems from just perfectionism. Like,
that's a big
everything needs, I need to be in control of everything. Everything needs to be planned out exactly the way it's supposed to be. Everything's supposed to work out. And
that's honestly just a recipe for disaster.
It is.
Because you're going to eventually burn out, and
and things change.
It will turn into severe depression. At least that's what happened to me. me. So, because like high school, I mean, at least for me, it was a competitive time, and so you're kind of, I don't want to say bred. That's kind of weird, but you're kind of like grown up in this go,
like a
mentality.
hustle culture.
And it's real, and it's on the internet, and it's in high school.
That was a big thing in my high school. You had to be taking all these APs, you had to be in like every single club, and you had to be getting
leadership positions in the
positions.
You can't just be in the club. You better want to be president by your senior year. You're not getting into college.
That's
how it felt.
I actually talked about this with my therapist today. Had therapy today. The best. And I was just talking about how in high school I didn't really have a purpose. I felt like everything I was doing, well, I guess I did have one, but it wasn't like a good purpose. It was like everything I was doing was for my resume and to look good for college. So nothing I did had like true meaning. Like nothing I did I truly enjoyed. I kind of just half did everything in a way. Like everything I did, I just kind of gave half effort, but I did a lot of things. Like my list of activities was humongous. Like people who went to my senior night, like it was crazy. It was so many things that I did, but it's like, did I really do it? Like it was half doing everything.
And then you take a step back and you realize, why did I do those things?
Right, exactly.
And it's because you wanted it on your list. And but that's another double-edged sword where it's like college applications and all these things are getting so competitive these days, where it's like, if you didn't do that, you might have not gotten into FSU. You might have had to do, and that's not an issue. That's another problem that I can't even begin to tackle. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's really truly a competitive environment, and like, if you don't do those things, you're kind of put at a slight disadvantage, at least in my opinion, because you want to get into like the best schools, especially in Florida, because Florida is like crazy. Everyone wants to come here. Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of hard because you want to do things that curate to your interests, right, and your mentality, but you also want to have a good enough activities list for the admissions people to be, oh, she's well-rounded. Let's let her into FSU. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, it's such a hard thing. Right. But I think college is a great place for people who are struggling with mental health, because you're away from those expectations and you're away from that now. Like you really, and there are so many more opportunities to get involved in the things that interest you. Like, and it might take time to realize what you are interested in, and that's okay, because you have time. Like, my biggest thing, honestly, with a lot of mental health issues, I don't know if this can relate to you, but it's that feeling like you're running out of time.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But you're, 18? Yeah, I'm 19. Think about this. I don't know if there are any sitcom lovers. I don't know if you've watched, like, How I Met Your Mother or
I have watched a few episodes of How I Met Your Mother, yeah.
How I Met Your Mother, the main character is 27 in the first season of How I Met Your Mother. And his life hasn't even begun yet. And he's only he was 27 years old. I'm 19 years old. That's, like, think about how much life you live in between 19 and 27 before this show even starts. Right. And we see his life. And he had a full life in the show. Yeah. And, like, I know that's a show.
Spanning on after 27.
After 27. After college, after grad, after all that stuff. Right. Your life is always there. You're always going to learn. You're always going to grow. You're always going to change. And you have time.
So we were just listening back to some clips, and I say 100%. I say this phrase all the time. Oh yeah, 100%. So like next time I say it, like you have to slap me or something. Like it's bad. Anyways, we're gonna wrap up this episode just because we touched on so many things, but we want to save some of these things for just topics in future episodes. We don't want to touch on everything today and yap y'all's ears off.
Yeah, as much as we like to. If you follow the podcast, you'll learn that we are yappers, and if you like that, then you're in the right place.
Keep listening. I mean, we're both communications majors. I think that suits us.
I think we're in the right place. Right. We're in the right college.
You're right. So, thank you guys so much for listening. We are so happy to be doing this. This is such a cool opportunity. It's literally, this is a dream. Like, running my own podcast or, like, starting it, like, up with someone is so cool.
Yes, it is so cool. It is going to be so much fun, and we hope that we people learn something or
Yeah.
get
Right.
good insight from it.
Right. We
That's
hope
all
we can be
do.
personable. We hope that we can inspire you guys, hopefully.
Yes.
And we ultimately just hope to like spread compassion and understanding of others. So
Yes, definitely.
that's it for our episode. Just stay tuned in on Instagram to see when our next one will be. And we hope to see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.